Hi, my name is Ryan Hugler with Landscape Legends, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to run Google ad campaigns for your lawn care or landscape maintenance business. First off, if you don't have a Google Ads account, you're going to want to set one up. It's going to try to get you to set up a campaign right when you're setting up an account, but there should be a button down towards the bottom saying like you don't want to create a campaign right now and you just want to create an account. Click that button and just put in your payment information. And get to this screen right here. If you already have an account, you should see the screen already. You may have a few campaigns you've messed around with in the past, but we're going to be starting from scratch. So we're going to click New Campaign, and then business name. We're going to go with Ryan's Landscaping. Keep it simple. Ryan's Landscaping.com. Obviously, you'd want to put your real website in here. But we'll go ahead and do next. We're going to want to click leads here. There's obviously a lot of objectives you could do. Main thing is you don't want awareness, you don't want website traffic, you want leads. So click on leads. And then from here, it's also very important that you select search. Google has a tendency to kind of probably push you more towards like Performance Max or even Smart Campaigns, which aren't even like an option here. That's not what you want. The search campaigns allow us to show up on Google when people are searching for our services, not on the side of some website or in a video reel or something. We want to show up on Google when people are searching for our results. So that's what we want to do there. Then we want our goal to be website visits. It just pre-populates there. And then we're also going to want to select form submissions from your website. Now, you're going to want to set up some tracking here, which we'll do later. But if you don't have a website, you can get leads to call you, and you can also use Google Forms. But I recommend using website and a landing page. I'll show you how to set up a landing page here once we get the ad set up. But we're going to go with form submissions from your website for now. And then campaign name. We are going to use this campaign to get mowing clients for the springtime. So, lawn mowing spring campaign. Continue. Let's see. So what do you want to focus on? Conversions. Yes. Don't do anything there. Don't do anything there. Go to next. Now, we get into some very important details here. So listen up. Turn both of these off. They may be recommended by Google, but I'll tell you what's going on here. Google Display Network is like showing your company on ads on the side and whatever, and Google Search Partners is like showing it on like different search engines and stuff. The reason we don't want this is because that's not what our campaign is meant to do. We want to show up on Google when people are searching for our services. They're in the mindset of buying and are needing a solution to their problem right now. So with that being said, we only want to show up when people are searching for our services on Google. So click both of those off, and we'll scroll down to locations. So what we're going to do is we're going to enter another location, and then we'll just leave the location options as is. Go to advanced search. And in this example, let's come up here to Chicago. We'll do like the northern Chicago suburbs. So we'll do, we're going to go ahead and do radius, and then I like to bring it down to 1 mile just so I can get super granular. If you have kind of like a bigger, broader area, you can also do like 5 miles. So we'll start with 5 miles. Then we go to pin mode, and you can drop a pin, and Google will create a radius of the area that you are targeting. So we'll include that, because all these areas are in our theoretical target market. And then let's say we want a little bit more of Schaumburg over here. So we come down here and do like a 1 mile radius, and we can kind of get a little bit more granular and shape it to like the shape we want a little bit more. And we've got like that whole area. And let's say we also want to add in Park Ridge. We can also come over here to location, type in Park Ridge Illinois. There we go. Include. And you can do it based off of like the city limits. Two ways you can go about it. I personally like using the pin just because I can get super specific with where I can target. But if you want kind of like a bigger pin, you can do that. Or if you want to get specific with like even zip codes or towns, whatever, you can do that as well. Take your time. Make sure you have this set up properly to target only the areas that you want clients in. So we'll go ahead and click save. And our location targeting is all set up. Pretty straightforward there. Language we'll leave. I guess if you are in an area with a Spanish speaking population, you can add Spanish in as well. And then let's see, audience segments leave. Broad match keywords we're going to turn off. I'll get more into that here in a second, but just turn it off for now. We'll go ahead and click next. Here they're going to try and help you create the ad. Skip that. We don't want that for now. So as you can see, they kind of preloaded some keywords. That's not what we want, so let's delete those. And we are going to go ahead and get or come up with our own keywords. So there's a couple ways you can go about this. You can kind of go the technical way and do research. Google Ads has a keyword research platform. Let's see if we can find it real quick. Google Ads Keyword Planner. There we go. And you can log in, go to the keyword planner, and you can do some research. So like discover new keywords. So we could do like lawn mowing. Get results. And then it'll give you some data. So we've got like lawn care near me, lawn mowing service near me, lawn mowing service, grass cutting service near me. So this is actually pretty helpful. So you can either do the research this way, or if you have a good idea of what people call your services in your local area, you can use those. But if you don't know, or you're just curious and want to make sure you are using the best terms, come in here and just do a little bit of research. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to come back over here, and we're going to take lawn care near me. But we don't just want to type it in. We want to put it in these brackets here. Lawn care near me. Boom. So then let's also do, we'll just do lawn mowing service. Lawn mowing service in these brackets. I'll explain the brackets here in a second. We can do grass cutting service. Grass cutting service. And then let's see, we can do, I think we're pretty good there because these are starting to get pretty low on search volume, at least at a national level. So let's do we have lawn care company? We don't. We'll just go ahead and throw that in there. Lawn care company. So why are we throwing these brackets in here? Well, if you hover over this little question mark, you can see there's 3 different types of keyword targeting that we can do. Broad match, phrase match, and exact match. And you can tell with the brackets we've got exact match. Broad match is kind of like it sounds. It will match your keywords with search terms a lot more broadly. So for example, if we're targeting lawn care company and we're using broad match, we would be showing up for terms like how to start a lawn care company, or pros and cons of starting a lawn care company, or worst lawn care company, which we'll show you how to avoid that as well. And different things talking about lawn care companies, and maybe even like best mower for a lawn care company. Like, you don't want to show up for those search terms because they're not in the market to buy your services, and you're just not going to get any traction out of that. It's just a waste of money. So you don't want to use broad match. Now, phrase match you can use at times. Honestly, here we could probably do like phrase match for lawn care company and lawn mowing service. But I really like just sticking with exact match, because phrase match kind of does what broad match does, but it's more targeted. So it could show up for something like, instead of lawn care company, it could be more like lawn mowing provider in my area. Like it's Google knows that it's more similar than like best mower to start a lawn care company, but it's also not like the exact match of lawn care company or lawn care company near me or Chicago lawn care company. So exact match doesn't mean it has to be exactly that keyword, but Google's going to be a lot more strict on when they show your ads. So long story short, use exact match. You can use phrase match some if you want, but to be safe and save your dollars, because if you get too broad, you're just going to be wasting your money on clicks that are never going to turn into clients anyways. So just keep it simple. Use exact match. And don't just bombard this with a bunch of random keywords. As you can see here, all we are targeting is lawn mowing clients with this campaign. We're not targeting mulch installation. We're not targeting bush trimming. We're not targeting landscape design. We're not targeting patios. We are targeting lawn mowing. That's it. You need to run different campaigns for different services, because someone who is needing mulch installation and they search for mulch installation, well, if our ad is targeted towards like mowing and they see that when they're looking for mulch installation, they're not gonna convert. They're not gonna become a client. Whereas if you have a separate ad that's targeting mulch installation and it speaks the language of their problem and shows that you have a solution, they're a lot more likely to convert. So keep it simple. Honestly, I don't even like really going over 5 keywords. You can get up to 10, but keep it simple. Keep them exact match, and focus on one service. It's going to say upgrade your keywords to broad match, not an upgrade. Add more keywords, don't do it. So what you're going to want to do right here is put in your final URL. So we're going to do ryanslandscaping.com, but you're not going to want to send them to your home page of your website. You're going to want to send them to a very specific landing page that you create for this campaign. So we're going to assume that your landing page is lawn care Google. So then, one, when people visit that, they're coming from Google. And 2, it's it's your lawn care page or your lawn mowing page. We'll do lawn maintenance, because I know lawn care and mowing can kind of be confused there. Actually, we didn't do lawn maintenance, but as we saw, people weren't really searching that, were they? Let's just check that real quick, because that's something that I actually expected to be a little bit more prevalent. But let's see, get results. Okay, yeah, we probably should add that in there. We'll go ahead and add that in there. Lawn maintenance. Boom. So we got our final URL, ryanslandscaping.com/lawn-maintenance-Google. Now we haven't created that yet. Ideally, you would create that first, but that we're just gonna put that for now. Display path. We can go ahead and do like lawn mowing and Elk Grove. It's not gonna fit. We'll just leave it as that. So what this is doing is it's just adding to your displayed URL. This isn't going to be your real URL that you send them to, but it's just what people are going to see when they are searching. So if we do like Ryan's Landscaping /lawn mowing, people are going to see that. And if they're looking for lawn mowing, okay, yeah, that makes sense. So we now come down here to headlines. So your headlines are pretty important, because this is what people are going to see. So you need to get their attention and give them a reason to click on you. So headline number 1, we're going to go, we will start with, let's see, lawn 5-star mowing company. We're also going to do, let's go ahead and use a location targeting. So we're going to do location insertion. We're going to go with city and apply. What this is going to do is pull whatever city they are in and put it in there. So if they're in Elk Grove Village, it'll put it there. If they're in Schaumburg, it'll put it there. And then we'll do mowing. Oh, let's change this to lawn care. 5-star lawn care company. Location mowing. Now, obviously, don't put 5-star if you're not a 5-star company on Google, but you can do something like that. So as you can see here, like Buckswiller mowing, or I don't know how to pronounce that. Bowwiller probably. Chatsworth mowing. So it changes based off where the viewer is. And let's go with a hassle-free lawn maintenance. And then let's see. If you're running a special offer, you can do for like first mow free. That's one thing that I ran in my lawn care business, was I offered the first cut free. Obviously, we charged them for the whole month up front. So like you pay for 3 mows and we give you 4. So it's essentially how it was. First mow free. Yeah, we'll roll with that. Don't have to get too crazy with this either. Because what we'll do is once we get these up and running, we'll have some data and see kind of which headlines are getting more results. And we can go in and tweak it. But when you have a bunch of headlines, then it gets harder. It takes more to get good data, and it's harder to make optimizations because it just takes longer. And the mowing signup season isn't that long, so just keep it simple. And then we'll scroll down from here. Descriptions. So here is going to be, like, as you can see here, description 1, description 2, just kind of a general description about your company and what you offer. So Ryan's Landscaping is offers full service lawn and landscape maintenance. Actually, no, that's not targeted enough. Let's scratch that. Offers full service lawn maintenance in Schaumburg. Well, the only problem with that is some of the towns are a little bit too long for that. Well, here we go. Let's try this. No, we're not. We're plenty good. I don't know what I was saying. So let's do the curly bracket again. Location and apply. So now it's going to say Ryan's Landscaping offers full offers. Let's just do that because that's kind of wordy. Ryan's Landscaping offers lawn maintenance in top tier lawn maintenance in Golden Lakes or Clarksburg. See, and then we'll go down to second description, and we'll do first get your first mow free when you sign up for an annual service plan. There we go. So it kind of explains the whole first mow free thing. Get your first mow free when you sign up for an annual service plan. Great. I'm liking how this is looking. Business name and logos. So you'll want to go ahead and do this as well. So go ahead and do get access advertiser verification. So you're going to have to get started with this verify your identity if you haven't already. And I'm not going to go through and do this because this is just a test account for me. But put all this information and give them the information that they need to verify that you're a real person, clean background check, and you're good to go there. So once you do that, then you can upload your business name and your logos, and it'll like show up here. So instead of just the blank URL, it'll be like www.ryans.landscaping.com, and then it'll say Ryan's Landscaping in kind of black bold letters like that above it. And you can also insert your logo there as well. Now, another thing you can do is add site links. I personally don't like to add site links just because it can take you to other pages of your website that aren't optimized for converting this visitor into a lead. So some people argue that they're better because they take up more real estate on the ad. Personally, I like to just keep it simple and optimize for conversion. So we will close that out, and then call outs. We can go ahead and add this in. So it'll be something like 5-star rating on Google. And as you can see, it kind of shows up after the descriptions. So 5-star rating on Google. Established. Well, let's do 20 plus year. Well, shoot, I'm only 23. I can't put 20. We'll do 10. 10 plus years in business. Granted, it'd put me in business at 13. I didn't get started quite that young, but that's besides the point. Obviously, make sure you're putting stuff that's relevant here, but I'm just kind of showing you the type of things you can use to call out. So like 5-star rating on, actually, I think we're supposed to have a hyphen there. 5-star rating on Google. 10 plus years in business. Let's go for it. So we're looking at a pretty good ad here. More asset types you can upload. Some more pictures. Maybe not there. Actually, I think it's up top. But assuming that you go through, you upload your business name and logos and stuff. Everything else should be good to go. So you can do some tracking stuff here. We're going to keep it simple for tracking purposes and not get too in depth there for now. But we're ready to go. So first mow free, hassle-free lawn maintenance. Yeah. So we're going to do next. Now we get into budget. So $126 a day is pretty darn steep, let me tell you. Well, actually, it's not. It's more than we typically recommend you starting out, but it also depends on your market. So if you're in a mid-sized market with only like 50,000 people, and you're probably not going to get anywhere near these results, especially if you spend that much. Just because like there's a point of diminishing return. Now, that being said, I wouldn't recommend really running them with less than $30 a day. Essentially, expect to spend at least $1,000 a month. Now, results are going to vary based on competition, your local area, and if there's even enough people searching for your search terms in your local area. So we went pretty specific with our targeting. So that's going to weed out some of the people that are searching for our services. But that's okay, because we just want people who are looking for our services to view our website and pay for those website visitors. So we're going to just go with $33 a day, but that'd be about $1,000 a month. It's a little low, actually, so let's just do 40. Keep it simple. So expect to spend about $40 a day. And then from here, go to next. As we are checking for errors, we're going to go ahead and hop over and build out a landing page. I'm going to show you what it should look like. There's a few things that are really important here. Number one, this form. Have a form front and center, so as soon as they click on your website, more specifically this landing page, but also your website, they can just fill out the information and request a quote. Super straightforward, super simple, super clear what to do. Probably should change that to like get free quote now or something, but we'll go submit for now. Also, have your phone number up here. Some people may want to just call you and get some more information as well, so just have this clickable and have your phone number at the top of the website. Now, I'm on a desktop computer right now, but make sure your website looks good and has these same things on mobile as well. Mobile, it should have like a little clickable phone icon, and then this form should still be really far up on your page, so it's easy for them to fill out. As you can see, we're also showcasing our 5-star Google reviews. That's one thing we were talking about in the ads. Obviously, assuming you have 5-star Google rating, show that off. We want to reinforce that. Keep your lawn well maintained all summer long. Just kind of a general benefit headline there, and then get your first mow free when you sign up for an annual maintenance plan. Simple, straightforward, nothing fancy, and nothing fancy on the design either. This is the exact same template we use for our clients when we're running ads, so it works. You don't have to worry about design and getting all fancy with it. Just have this form here, have a clickable phone number, have your logo, showcase your reviews or some sort of trust badge. Sometimes we use like awards or like BBB, Better Business Bureau accredited and stuff. Some sort of icon or badge to help build trust with this stranger, because they did click on an ad on Google and they don't know who you are. So you need to build trust. As you scroll down, leaning into the trust, we've got a review here. Ryan's Landscaping provides top-tier lawn maintenance services. My yard always looks amazing. By Joe Schmo, whatever. Obviously, put a real review there. For this example, I just threw in a fake one. Now, have a general overview of your services, company, whatever. Have a picture. Ideally, have a picture of you or someone on your team. You can also do it up here too. Just maybe put things a little bit differently on here. But have a picture of you and your team, because, like I said, this person's a stranger. They don't know who you are or who your company is. So you could have like a picture of like you and like a name tag or something. As you can see here, just picture one of my buddies on a mower. Obviously, this isn't a real landing page that we're going to be using, but this is to show you. Use a picture of you, ideally in branded gear, on a mower or in front of your equipment, something, so they can make that connection. General overview, hassle-free lawn maintenance. You could also do something like reclaim your weekends or something like that. Then we also threw in some additional lawn care services, so like some treatments and stuff, just to kind of show like we do a little bit more, add a little bit more content on here. And then the request a quote form. Simple, straightforward. There's no links or anything to like a home page or contact page. That is a distraction. There is only one thing that there's two things, I guess three. There's three things people can do when they land on this website. They can either click away, they can fill out this form, or they can call you. Two of the three we like. Now, people are inherently just going to click away, but we want to optimize for people to do this, fill out the form, or call. So we make it easy, straightforward to do it. Even if your landing page doesn't look anything like this, have a form here and have a clickable phone number. If you have that, you'll be better off than most. And ideally have a headline and messaging that targets the specific service you're offering. So that's one thing I also didn't mention. Notice how we're talking about lawn maintenance and lawn mowing on this entire page. I mean, obviously we've got these additional services, kind of like add-ons, but the bulk of what we're talking about is mowing, because our ads are for mowing. We want to be congruent with our messaging. When we talk about everything we do on this landing page, then we lose them. They don't want everything. They just want mowing right now. Once you get them as a client, once you get their lead information, even if they don't become a client, you can then sell them on additional services that are beyond mowing. But they go to Google, they want someone to mow their grass, they see your ad, it speaks in that language. Okay, this company looks like they can cut my grass. They land on your landing page right here. Oh, this company looks like they can mow my grass. So they fill out the form, they call you. So now you know what the landing page looks like. Let's come back over here into Google. It looks like we've actually got an error. So since we have this customized value here, we got to add another description. That is because sometimes like what they fill in may be longer than the amount of characters allowed. So we'll just do, let's see, Ryan's offers top tier lawn maintenance and get your first mow free. proudly serving West Chicago for West Chicago for over 10 years. We'll go with that. Okay, Sean, we've got experience. We've been around the block. There we go. So then I think we should be good to go now. Let's try this again. So your campaign is ready to publish. Now, I'm not going to publish this campaign because, like I said, this is just a demo campaign. But there's actually a few more things that I want to... Actually, we'll go ahead and we'll do publish so we can go in and edit, and I'll just shut it off real quick. Okay, next. So this is for tracking. So you're going to want to go ahead and go through this as well. Depending on where your website is hosted, or more specifically where your landing page is hosted, you're going to have to go in and install this piece of code in the head section. I'm not going to get too in depth with that right now because there's a bunch of website builders out there. So you may need to look up how to install this Google tracking code on your website builder, but it's pretty simple. You just copy the code, paste it, and then you can do some setup for conversion tracking. So we're just going to exit out of this because we're not going to set that up right now, but that is important to do so that Google knows when you get leads. And then when Google knows you get leads and they know, okay, well, we showed this ad with this location and this specific setup, let's do that more. And then they get another lead with that setup and they're like, okay, this setup is working best, so let's keep pushing the ad this way. Because we gave them a handful of different headlines and stuff, so they test them and see what works best. But if they don't know what is actually converting into leads on the back end, they're just going to keep testing and they're not going to know. So from here, there's only a couple more things we really need to look at. So let's come down here to campaigns, lawn mowing, spring campaign. We'll click on that. Ad group 1. And we've got the keywords here. One thing I mentioned earlier that I'm going to throw out here as well is negative search keywords. So what is this? This is things that we are telling Google to specifically not show our business for. So we can come in here, add it to the ad group, and we can do things like worst, so it doesn't show up for worst lawn maintenance company. How to, so it's not like how to start a lawn care company. Even though we use the exact match keywords, it still just helps prevent that. Cheapest, affordable. I mean, unless that's what you're going for, which honestly, if you're running Google Ads, you don't want to be going for the cheapest people because you're not going to get as well of a return. But cheapest, affordable. What are some other ones we can think of? Worst, how to throw DIY in there. Just things like that. Things that you don't want to be showing up with when people are searching it. So, worst lawn care company, we're not going to show up. How to start a lawn care company, we're not going to show up. Cheapest lawn care company, we're not going to show up. Affordable lawn care company, we're not going to show up. And, well, I don't know how DIY fits in there, but anyways, so save. And you can add more in there as you think of them, but that way Google knows not to show your company when these phrases are used. So, your Google ad campaign is now under review. Once it's reviewed, if there's any errors, they'll kick back and let you know what you need to change. But if you set it up like this, you shouldn't have any reviews, and you should be off to the races so that you can get some more lawn care, lawn mowing clients come springtime. And the same strategy and approach will work for other services. So with lawn mowing, you've got a little bit of a lower ticket up front. So if you want to start with like something like spring cleanups, you can run spring cleanup campaigns, collect $1,000, $1,500 for that cleanup, and then you make more of your money back based off this. Because if it costs you $200 to acquire a client, you get a $1,500 client, and let's say your fulfillment cost and everything was $800. You broke even on the first client. But if you're able to sell that client on recurring services, you just got that mowing client for free. So that's really where Google ads are going to be powerful for maintenance. Is if you can sell them a little bit higher ticket service up front, just to cover the cost of the Google ads, because they can get expensive at times. Then you're not draining your bank account paying for ads and not really recouping that investment for 2-3 months. Hope you found this video helpful. Subscribe for more. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions.